What's up, my modern day ninjas? Is Falchion with you once again. And with this being the holiday seasons, I find that I'm getting a lot of questions as to what system or gaming platform people should buy. I'm sure a lot of you other gamers out there are getting the same questions by your non-gamer friends or the parents of your non-gamer friends or whatever, what have you. And so this is my opinion on those questions and the answers that I'm giving to people. Now, again, these are my opinions. So if you love one system or the other, and it hurts your feelings when someone else has a different opinion from you, you might want to stop this video and not watch it because this is going to be filled with my personal opinions, and I don't want to offend anybody whose opinions may differ. Plenty of other videos on the channel for you to check out. I would love if you did that. I would love if you stayed for this video and heard what I had to say. But again, if that's offensive to you, I do understand that, and I don't fault you for that. And I would prefer that you just stop the video and not watch, rather than me sitting here for however long this takes offending you. Okay? But on to my opinions now. So, I've been getting asked a lot of questions, like I said, mainly about which system people should buy for like their family members as a gift or anything. And really, that's a really easy question to answer. Buy them what they want. Whichever system they ask for, that's the one you should get them. Because if they want a Nintendo Wii, not even the Wii U, a Nintendo Wii, and you get them an Xbox One, a PlayStation 4, a hyped up computer, and that's not what they want, they're not going to be happy. So, if they're asking you for something specific, I know in your mind you're thinking you want to get them what is going to be best for them in the long run, but that's not going to make them happy. In the end, they might appreciate it and they might be grateful, but in the here and now, in the short term, they're not gonna be. They may express happiness towards you, but if it's not what they want, the heart wants what it wants. So please, if it's a gift and they've asked you for something specific, that's just the way you want to go. I mean, it's easy and it's simple, and yeah. But moving on from there, say you're new to gaming, or say even you're not new to gaming but you haven't stepped up to something new in a while and you're wondering what you should get. It comes down to different criteria. The first thing I personally would look for, if you can only get one system, is where do the majority of your friends game, because that's where you're going to be happiest. You're going to want to game with other people, and you're going to want those other people to be your friends. So where do they game? That's what you want to think about looking at. And don't go, unless you have like one specific best friend that you know is going to be gaming all the time, don't go to just one friend and say, which system do you have, because I'm going to get that system. You're going to want to ask around. You're going to want to find out who has what, where, and if you're, like I said, if it's about online gaming for you, then you're going to want to go where your friends are. So, let's say you don't have any friends that game. The next thing you should look at are the exclusive titles. Which system has the titles that you're going to want to play the most? Is it going to be the Xbox One? Is it going to be the PS4? Do you not really care about exclusives at all, and maybe the PC is best for you? So you're going to want to do a little bit of research, find out which games, what types of games you like to play, and who has those exclusives that really speak to you as a person, as a gamer. Okay? So there are no exclusives, and you don't have gaming friends that you're trying to hook up with. What's next? The next is just what's best for you. Do you want something that's going to control and dominate your entire living room. You know, you're gonna be able to watch your cable show. You know, you're gonna be able to use like your cable box and everything through the system and everything. Or are you looking for like to be able to game on a long term budget type of thing? Because say you want to get something, you've got the money. Here, this is what I'm saying. PCs, if you want to game on the cheap, it's best to get a PC, because while a PC and you need to spend the money in the front end, you don't skimp, because even like my PC, I didn't skimp in the beginning, but it's old enough now that I'm finding that I just had to upgrade my graphics card to be able to do what I want to do with it. So you don't want to skimp in the front end, but in the long run, in the long term, it's going to be the cheaper way to go, because games tend to be a lot less expensive um, when you're buying them on the PC. Not to mention there are just a ton more games between Steam and places like G2A and stuff like that, where you can buy just older titles that are still really relevant, really fun. You know, so that may be the way to go for you. And listen to who's saying this. I'm purely a console gamer. I mean, I do game on the PC, and I'm trying to do it more to round myself out, but I'm purely a console gamer, and I'm telling you that in the long run, for the budget-minded consumer, the PC is going to be the way to go if you can spend the money on the front end. Now, say you can't really spend the money on the front end, because it's on the front end, the PC is going to be the more expensive gaming platform looking long term. Then you're thinking about whether or not you want an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4 or even a Wii U. Don't get the Wii U. Not saying that it's a bad platform. I enjoy my Wii U very much when I want to game by myself, and just kind of like that mindless zone out gaming type thing that I do every now and then. I jump on my Wii U and I enjoy that. But the Nintendo is about to bring out their new platform next year, I believe it is. So you don't want to buy a Wii U and then just be out of date in a year. So don't buy a Wii U if unless that's just what you really want. And again, the heart wants what it wants, but if you already know that, then none of this has been helpful for you anyways. So then in that case, then PC is too expensive for you on the front end, and your choices are either the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4. So what do you get? Well, if your eye is trained enough to see like really subtle differences in graphics, then you're probably going to want to go for the PS4. Most people can't see the difference. I've had people come over and test that theory, and no one that isn't like a really truly hardcore gamer notices the differences between the two. So if you don't notice the difference, then that's going to be irrelevant. And then it's just, like I said, it's going to come down to the subtle things. It's going to come down to, okay, the PS4 has somewhat, say the Uncharted series, or the Xbox One has the Halo series, or the Forza series. I know for sure that that's exclusive. Halo may be changing or something. I don't know, but so it's gonna come down to either things like that, or again, like I said, what controls your whole living room. The Xbox One does that very well. Who has, I think, like the more overall games? I think that's the PS4, although that's changing because, well, I can't really say it's changing, but the Xbox One is going backwards compatible. Now you can do backwards compatibility on the PS4 as well through their uh, their Now system, but you're paying a monthly subscription for that, I believe, and so you may or may not want to do that. The PS4, you get to do more. Gaming is a little bit easier there as far as having to pay for the PS Plus or the Xbox Live subscriptions. Um, the PS Plus isn't as harsh, but you really do need it if you're going to be doing multiplayer gaming. The Xbox One, I found just recently while I was on vacation that if you're not hooked up to the internet, you know, a lot of your digital downloaded games you can't play. So there's that to think about. There's a lot of things to think about, and what it really boils down to is do your research. But in the overall, first things first, if you're buying this as a gift for somebody, get them what they want, what they ask for. They're going to be happiest that way. Two, if that's not a consideration, then go where your friends are, because then you're going to be happy because you're going to be playing with your friends, you know. And again, not just one friend, make sure you ask around, because unless that friend games all the time, or at least all the times that you're going to be gaming, it's going to be useless to you anyway. So ask around, find out where your friends are. And then beyond that, you know, it's budget. You know, can you afford a high-end PC right now, which is going to last you for a really long time? And then on the other end of it, you're going to be able to get games cheaper, so it kind of balances out that way. Or do you only have like $300-400 to spend right now, and one of the consoles is best? Can you see subtle graphic differences? You know, do you want something to control and command your whole entire living room or wherever you're gonna play? Stuff like that. So there's a lot to think about. I can't really tell you what to get for you because I'm not you and I don't know what you like and I don't know what's best for you. But those are the guidelines that I use, or I would use if I had to choose between just one system. And yeah, so until next time, guys, thanks for listening. This has been Falchion, and you know me, I'm Ghost. Later.
Hostile bomb successful.